Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a very pleasant night to you, my precious pack, and welcome back once more to World of Tanks. And it's time for that 268 version 5 video that I talked about the other day. And in the post, as anyone that saw the post on my channel, yeah, I put the bid in as a joke, and it wound up costing me 20 million, so that kind of sucked, but not exactly disappointed. Have yet another tier 10 reward tank, or tank that was previously tech tree and brought back and whatnot. This one's never been a tech tree though. This one was just a created reward tank. It's a T10 chassis with a turret that I'm not aware of where it came from because I'm not some tank historian. I'm not going to give you some insane breakdown. I'm just going to poke fun at the tank, have a little bit of fun with it, and more or less just see what I can do with it in a couple of matches. But again, on average I'm doing around 3,000 damage in it. I only carry standard rounds because it's just what I do. I have my 6 high explosive rounds just because it's become a generalized preset for whenever I'm setting up my tanks. I just carry 6 high explosive rounds. Don't know why. If they're fairly high pen, high explosive, I might have more. I wouldn't say that this is high pen though, it's only 90 millimeters. So, yeah. Now, in regards to performance, as you'll see later on, I actually check on the shell velocity and stuff like that. Because I didn't check beforehand, and there it is. I was curious as to what it was. Aimed just a little too low there and didn't wait long enough to aim it. But 150 millimeters, 750 alpha, 303 millimeters of pen, 950 meters per second shell velocity. I can work with that. The tank itself has some trolley armor. Every now and then you can bounce, but don't rely on it type of armor. But for a combat support role, I can say that it does just fine, as long as you're not like the only one. 395 heat pen, 790 meters per second. And I see an AMX, and that's a juicy target. Aim in, aim in, aim in, aim in, aim in. Never aim at the gun because you can actually hit it and it'll be absorbed, so that was just getting lucky that it didn't actually hit the weapon and get caught. But yeah, that AMX, they're going to have a bad day because I focused them out of the match. And 3, 2, 1. That's a 50B completely gone, but as you can probably tell, my team is currently losing in both the health battle and the tanks battle. And there's only 2 of us left over here, myself and this UDES, and the fact this thing doesn't have more gun depression is one of the disappointing facts about it, but I can't complain because I basically got a tank that cost 175 million to bid on last time it was around. That was a nice little shot on the move into the 907 going in reverse, but only do about 1 more shot of damage, then I'm gonna die. That's just how the game is. And every now and then my matches are a lot worse than this because I've had a number of them as of recently over the past 3 or 4 days where the match is over in 3 minutes, my team gets wiped out 1-15, and it was just, you do 4,000 damage, you only take out 1 tank. That just feels like that feels like you deserve to lose when you do that much and only take out 1 tank. And poor weapons handling on my part. I should have actually waited a little bit longer and then aimed down because I aimed for the turret there, and I could have saved myself. I could have actually taken out that 907. But you live and you learn. Still, the tank is pretty neat. I like the way it looks. It's an odd one to see. My only gripe is that it's so slow. Whenever I see a T10, it's like they're slow to get up to speed, but they have an okay top speed. But just seeing this thing move so slowly with the T10 chassis, it just feels wrong. And because it moves so slowly, you kind of expect it to have some type of heavier armor on the turret or something like that, but no, that's not really the case. If people have around 280-ish millimeters of penetration, they can go through your turret fairly reliably. I say that, and there's very few tanks that actually have 280 millimeters of base pen, but aside from tank destroyers, but that's besides the point because just about everyone's going to spam gold. So basically, you just made a paper armor. It looks good on paper, but in practice, it sucks. And speaking of which, the team is winning. While I was prattling on about the armor and how it looks, the team's been bringing it back. So, good on them for turning what would have been a loss into a victory, or what seems to be a victory. Nicely done. Also, at the moment, I'm currently grinding out the 100,000 because I want to try and bid on the Gonzalo when it goes live for its bid in 7 hours? 8 hours, around 8 hours from the time I'm recording this. Well, narrating. It was recorded well in advance. But, yeah. Plan is to try and at least get enough to bid on the Gonzalo for the minimum bid, because so far I've won each minimum bid that I've put in. But that's not a surprise because they decided to drop this in the middle of the anniversary, and everyone was buying equipment and stuff like that, and I don't blame them. Stock up on the stuff when you can get it and save the money. It makes sense. What didn't make sense was for Wargaming to decide, hey, we're going to throw a black market event at you and just be greedy. Or at least that's the way I feel. It seemed like a greedy move. But we're mostly done now. They just have artillery and a tank destroyer left. They have their 268 version 5 somewhere back there. But I can guarantee they're not going to last long because we're in a full tier 10 game. I'm just going to be brutally honest. There's got to be at least 3 or 4 people left on the team. They're just going to be spamming gold. So this 268 version 5, they don't stand a chance. They're going to get butchered. It's as simple as that. But yeah, as for the gameplay, I play the T1 10E4, so I'm kind of used to it. The fully traversable turret's a nice little difference, so I like that. But it's about time to call it good for the video. We only got about 30-ish seconds left, so yeah. What can I say in the next 30 seconds besides just saying, see you in the next video and whatnot? Well, I hope that all of you have had an amazing day up to this moment. I hope that this just was a little nice addition to your day. But, yeah. I've been having a good time with the tank. Can't say that was wasted the money. So, be safe out there. Happy hunting. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.